Hey guys, before we get into it, we're going to give you a breakdown of today's episode.
This is going to be one of my favorite episodes. It's our 21st episode, so we are going to have a little 21st birthday. It's going to be Kim and I chatting for like 25 minutes, and then we're going to have Pat and Joey on to explain some things to us that we just didn't quite know the answer to. And then I'm so excited because at the end of the episode, we have Leah McSweeney on, who is an author. She's a Real Housewife of New York.
RHONY,
the Real Housewives of New York, who Kim goes, she's on a show called RHONY. I was like, oh boy. She's a mom. She has a 14-year-old daughter who we're going to talk a lot about her relationship with her daughter and her being a mother. Leah the book is so cool because she's got such an interesting story, like hard drugs, wild childhood, but she is obviously a very successful entrepreneur, fashion designer. She's got a really great story. So we'll get into that towards the end. But for now, Kim and I, let's get into it.
here we go.
Woo! Why are you so excited, Mom?
Because it's our 21st episode birthday.
21st episode party.
Woohoo!
You never had a 21st birthday.
I had a 21st birthday, but not a 21st birthday celebration like you guys have.
Are you neglected?
We just didn't celebrate like you guys do nowadays. You guys celebrate everything.
If you're on YouTube, Kim has 5 shots on her head. And she's wearing a birthday party sash.
And I've never got to wear a sash. I never worn a sash because I was never a homecoming queen. And I didn't wear one on my 21st birthday because we didn't celebrate like that.
You make everything so sad.
And I didn't wear one when I got married either. I don't know why. I don't think we wore one. I didn't wear all that big bride stuff everywhere like you guys do.
A bunch of losers out there with these sashes on.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
So you've never worn a sash till this moment?
That's right.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so since you never had a 21st birthday,
I have to make up for lost time.
you sure do. So we'll start with our beloved sponsor, which is
Mamitas.
Tell us about it, Kim.
It is 4 flavors. They have 4 flavors: pineapple, paloma, lime, and mango.
95 calories.
95 calories.
Less than 1 gram of sugar.
And less than 2 carbs.
And you can get them at drinkmamitas.com or Gopuff. And over the weekend, I had 5 people send me photos picking up their Mamitas. And they were like, okay, I've never had these. These were really good. And I was like, guys, we're not lying.
Yeah.
So to show you how good they are, here, let me get this sound. Because if you're listening.
Ooh, that was good.
It's 12:16 p.m. and Kim is going to learn how you're going to have a mini 21st birthday and you're going to do a blowjob shot.
No, I'm not.
Yes. Oh, yes, you are.
Alex.
Kim. Okay.
You're going to do one too.
I literally, that's
Okay.
so mean.
I forgot.
Not that I'm counting, but I haven't drank in.
Wait. You still have to try to do it here.
Kim doesn't support me in my endeavors.
Kahlua.
That does look like a Kahlua shot.
Yeah.
That's what normal blowjob shots look like.
Yes, with whipped cream on top. Usually
really?
there's whipped cream on it.
Okay.
Mom, I haven't drank in 25 days.
Good for you. Now you can have a coffee shot. That may be better.
Okay,
I doubt
so
it because this is really good.
the blowjob shots where you put it on the table and then you can't use your hands to take it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I think I might just also film you with my phone while we do this. Okay,
Okay.
go first.
Okay.
Mamitas. No. You can, guys. She tried to use her hands.
Here, I have to do this one.
No.
Literally, I don't want. It'll hurt my jaw.
Literally, it won't. People have been doing it for years.
No, they have.
Yes, they have.
I
Kim,
can't
just
do
try.
it.
Kim, no.
Mom.
Hold on.
Mom.
Hold on. No, I have a really small mouth. That's why we're gonna have
Okay,
to do
just
this.
let her do that one.
Yeah.
Let her do that one.
Look, it's
She's
the
using a
same amount.
shooter
Okay,
instead.
here we go. Okay.
Just try your best.
Yeah.
Keep going. Don't touch. Do not touch.
Oh, you guys, she did so good. I'll put the video on
Let me see
Instagram.
yours. Wait.
Okay.
Coffee and all.
New thing Kim does if I film her, she films me.
It's so cute.
It really is cute. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now what if I can't do it? Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Good job.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
How is that coffee?
Honestly, it's really good. It does taste like the Kahlua shots used to.
This is really good.
In college, Mom,
Yeah.
I would go to the bar and before I was 21, because you could get into the bars when you were young at the University of Oklahoma. Any college town, you can get into the bars when you're young. How? You use a fake identification.
Well, you just implicated yourself in a felony.
Well, hopefully when I get arrested, you're near me and we can make a TikTok of it.
Oh, good.
I've never been arrested.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. But I went to the bar and I got a tray of these Kahlua shots with the whipped cream on top. Mm-hmm. And you could get a shot for like $1 there. So I got like 15. It was like $15. And I was going to go walk around and serve them to all of my friends. And I did that. And then the next morning, I got an email from the sorority standards.
Oh, gosh.
Saying, we will see you, Mrs. Hodges, at our next meeting. And I went to the meeting, and they said, you can't do the shot tray thing underage.
Wait, okay, so if you were 21, they would be okay with it?
I wonder if they would be. I mean, I don't know why they would care.
I have a feeling it's in the bylaws because I know that in your sorority that you could not stand on tables in bars.
No elevated surfaces.
Elevated surfaces.
But,
How about that, girls?
But now, what do you think of that?
I think it's hysterical that they had to put it in a bylaw.
I know, it is funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you never did anything for your 21st birthday.
No, we went to dinner for my 21st birthday.
You and Dad went to dinner because you were already dating.
Yes.
And then that's it? That's all you did?
Yeah. I got to dress up pretty. I remember that. We went to dinner.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, dinner, we went to so we went to a nicer place to eat, and I got dressed up like that.
21st birthdays have changed, but everything's changed. So, like, back in the day, I guess you guys did nothing for 21st birthdays?
So Joe could drink when he was 18.
Okay, because that used to be the law.
That used to be the law. Drink beer when you're 18 in Oklahoma. And then they had liquor by the drink. I don't know how. I guess you had to be 21 to do it. But we drank, even in bars and restaurants. And I didn't have a fake ID.
No fake ID.
I mean, if you go to a restaurant and you drank there, whoever you were with, you just order drinks and they served it to you.
You didn't need a fake ID back in the day. You said you guys used to take roadies.
Yeah, you'd take your drink up on the way out the door and they'd pour it in a little solo-like cup, and there you go into the car with your roadie. And sometimes you'd get 2 roadies.
People would throw beer cans in the back of the truck cab at the end of the summer, see how many you collected.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that there's a lot of things that have changed. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Because you think about, it's kind of like gender reveal parties. Did you guys used to have those?
Hell no.
And now, like, we have gender reveal parties, and, like, you guys didn't really used to have 21st birthdays. When I turned 21, my friends made me a shot book where they each made a page, and you put it in the shot book, and you would try to take 21 shots.
That's nice. I hated that.
Okay, let me tell you a story about my 21st birthday. My friends took me out on the town, and the idea...
Norman?
In Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And the idea is that you take 21 shots, and you sign your name after every shot, and people buy you your shots, right?
Such a nice thing to do.
The first 15, I signed Alex Hodges, which was my maiden name. And then at 15, I started signing Alex Bennett. But I wasn't married yet. And I remember my brother, Michael, was there, and he was taking photos of it. And he was like, ooh, look what you did. And the next morning, I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, my gosh, nobody tell Graham.
Oh, yeah.
That aged well.
Did they tell him?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure my brother sent it to him.
Oh, my God.
But at a very young age, I
so
guess
funny.
I knew my fate.
Yes, I guess you did. You, what's it called?
Manifested it.
Yes, you
manifested
it.
Okay, so I was asking Instagram. Hold on, before we do things that have changed, we have to talk about your boomer moves of the week.
Okay.
That's kind of our new segment. Is we have a boomer move where we talk about you.
Yes.
And your boomerisms. So Kim and I had a sleepover this past weekend because the boys are gone. My dad's gone and my husband's gone. So I was like, I'll spend the night with you, Mom.
I was so happy about that, by the way.
No, I had a blast with you. But we went to watch a movie on Apple TV. And I realized, like, what on earth? Like, why are your the volume doesn't work? Like, for me, okay, the way but you think electronics attack you.
I do.
You think it's them. She thinks it's the electronics. Like, she was arguing with me. She was like, it's not my fault. And I was like, no. Everybody has an Apple TV.
I know. I don't know why this one's doing it. I think I need to uninstall that app and reinstall it. I don't know what the hell. It's really bad.
And then we were the next morning. Okay, the next morning we wake up and you're snoring. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to get out of bed and go make coffee for myself, close the door. I'm not going to wake her up.
I don't snore.
The second I get out of bed, you pop up and you're like, are we getting up? And I was like, well, I'm getting up. And you're like, I'm getting up too. And I said, I didn't want to wake you up because you were snoring. And you go, I don't snore. And you just got out of bed. And I was like, you've been snoring for the past 3 hours.
No, really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you not know you snore?
No, I don't know I snore.
I thought it was cute, though. You had, like, FOMO that I got out of bed.
No, and I thought I was awake. I must have just, like, fallen right back to sleep or something.
You fell asleep in yoga the other day, too.
I did. Well, we did. I wasn't the only one. There was a guy in there snoring.
He was like, during Shavasana, and I was like, I couldn't stop laughing.
But it was restorative yoga. So it was a really laid back, calm, hold your pose kind of thing. And we got on our back. I kind of woke up and Alex was already sitting up.
Kim sprung up. It was so obvious that you had fallen asleep. It was really cute, though.
Thanks.
Okay, so then we start.
The worst thing is if I had farted.
Oh! Have you ever farted in a workout class?
No.
You probably haven't admitted it.
Have you?
Yeah, I think everybody has. There's nothing worse than. Well, okay, I will say this, though. This is terrible.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's okay to fart on an airplane because there's so many people.
Okay,
no,
that's the worst place to do it. It stays in the air.
It's awful because everyone can smell it and it does like completely ruin the next 20 minutes. But nobody knows it's you.
Yeah, but I want to kill whoever did it. Like, kill them.
No, it's it's highly inconsiderate.
Yeah.
But think about this. In the workout class, most of the time, like the instructor knows it's you. No, you farted in a facial.
I did.
And you told me about it.
Not
recently.
A facial, Alice.
What was it?
It was a massage.
You did that like last month?
No, that was like 3 years ago.
No, was it? You know it was last month. You came home and you're like, I go, how was it? And you said, it was fine.
I've never done that before. I fell asleep, like just flat out asleep.
That's so awkward though, because there's just two of you.
Yeah.
So she knows it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Is the fart what woke you up? Or
I
were you
guess.
even
I don't
asleep?
know.
Wait, were you asleep?
I was out, yeah. It must have been what woke me up.
Oh, no, that's... And you go to the same person, right?
Yeah.
You got to switch. Or you can stay to the same. You can't be the only one that's done it.
Well, maybe we should interview someone who does massages.
And ask them.
Yeah, because how embarrassing.
Just say how many people have
God, they
farted.
probably have some guys that come in there are so bad.
Yeah.
That's got to be.
But they probably thought this cute little woman walked in and she's not going to fart. And then there you go. Farting in the massage.
Alex, thank you.
It happened. I forgot. I was like, there is somewhere. Okay, and then the other thing you did at the sleepover was you deleted your own Word document.
I didn't mean to. I don't know
And
how
then
the hell
found
that
it.
happened. No, it was glitching on my page. It like went to the bottom and went to the top. And then all of a sudden it says, we have 2 versions of this on the laptop. Which one do you want? And I'm like, well, the latest version. I don't know how that happened.
But you were freaking out.
I thought it was gone. I typed all that stuff. I was really upset.
Do you have, like, all in all, would you say you struggled throughout the day with electronics?
Maybe. I'm very disturbed that you told me that Peepaw found, my dad found Alex doing an Instagram live, watched it, and recorded it on his phone at 89. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even know she had one.
No, okay, so this morning I went on IG Live, and
I saw that.
Em jumped on it, and then I get to the office today, and my grandfather, the one we always talk about who lives in the old folks' home, calls me, and I'm like, hi, Peepaw, and he's like, I saw the phone call, and I'm like, the thing that I did on the Instagram today, and he's like, yeah, I was on there the whole time, and I said, it's an Instagram Live, and he said, I recorded it on my iPad, and I was like, that's awesome, I'm so happy you were on there, and then he was like, yeah, and like, so then we had a great conversation, so I hang up, and I come out to talk to Kim, and I'm like, Peepaw was on the Instagram Live, and she's like, you gotta be kidding me, he's 89, like, I can never find Instagram Lives, and I was like, now maybe I'm starting to think it's more you. Maybe it's a you thing.
It's not a boomer thing.
It's maybe we shouldn't even call them boomer moves. We just call them Kim moves.
It could be a Kim move. That's pretty sad.
Okay, so we were thinking about ways that the world has changed, right?
Since I was 21 and you were 21.
Yeah. So the world's changed a lot, but you know who's smart?
Who?
People on Twitter and Instagram. They're smart. So I decided I'm just going to start asking people these thoughts I have in my head. I'm just going to throw them up there and see what they say because it kind of gets the wheels turning. So I'm like, what was different back in the day versus today? For example, you mentioned that you could take roadies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the most genius one of them all, probably the most obvious, that you guys could smoke on airplanes and in hospitals and in movies.
Yeah. It was so nice to smoke in a movie.
That seems so weird to me.
I know, it's really rude, but like a lot of people smoked.
You did?
Yeah. So they had ashtrays and little thing, the little arm thing right there, and you could just, light up and smoke in the movie. I always hated when someone was like lighting up and you're like, that's the best scene, and your flash just went off. Your lighter just went off. Your little Bic lighter.
Your little. Wait, were there ashtrays in the movie theaters? Like, why?
Yeah, in the arms. That's what I'm saying. Like your arm thing, there was a little ashtray right there, just like on the airplane. That's where the ashtray was.
I don't understand how you could smoke on an airplane.
Bizarre.
I know,
to think
because
about.
there'd be the smoking section like in the back, kind of. So it'd be like the last few rows of first class and the last few rows of back of the coach, I think.
But what's
we
even
always
the
sat in the
point?
back when we smoked because people who smoked wanted to smoke on an airplane.
I know, but like, wouldn't the cloud move forward?
Nobody thought secondhand smoke was bad.
But it would kind of like move around a little bit.
It is so
Yeah,
frowned upon these days.
Yeah, but we didn't know. So like you could, light up everywhere you were. They just changed the laws where you couldn't smoke in restaurants and bars recently.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember when that passed.
Yeah.
And then they would
I
have
was
like
so glad because I can't stand to be around smoke now.
they'd have a smoking section. Wait, was it hard to quit smoking?
Yeah, what changed? Like, how did you
Well, I had
stop?
really, really bad allergies. So I could never even smoke until like noon anyway because my head hurt and I had bad allergies all the time. And smoking probably made it a lot worse. So Joe, and I could never smoke when I went on a date with Joe because he hated the smell of cigarettes and he would never let you smoke because he never smoked. So then I thought, well, I need to quit because I don't feel very good when I smoke. So I needle pointed a pillow
And
and then I just quit.
to
Yeah.
replace the habit?
Yeah.
They say it's like the hardest thing to do.
It is, but I did. Well, I'll tell you, I think okay. So I would in a bar. That's when I would usually smoke when I was drinking. I would just hold an unlit cigarette, and I did that for about a year.
I remember I used to think you were going to die.
Well, I never smoked when you were around.
I know, but I would say, so we were on a trip to New York when I was little, and we walked by a restaurant, and there was a bunch of girls sitting around smoking, and you were like, oh, that used to be me and my friends. And I was like, oh, you used to smoke? Because growing up, like, they scared us to death of smoking.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, I used to, but I don't anymore. And I was like, okay, phew. That night when we're going to bed, remember the commercial that came on? They were like, it doesn't matter if you quit smoking, you can still get lung cancer if you've ever smoked at all in your life. And I was like,
Yeah, they do say that. They say they want to know if you ever smoked at all. I didn't smoke very long. I mean, maybe 4 or 5 years.
no, I used to, the education of it changed so much. Like, they would show us a black lung in
Oh, I
fourth
know.
grade.
Yeah.
I remember that. They'd be like, this is what your lung would
It
look like.
traumatized a lot of kids and probably the parents who smoked.
Yeah.
Because the kids were devastated the whole time.
I know. It made it so interesting. Okay, so you used to use a map. That was a good one. Somebody
Yeah.
said we used to use a map to drive. Do stupid stuff and it not get photographed.
Yeah, and so people would literally forget how stupid you were.
No.
And now it's everywhere.
This is what I'm thinking about, though.
Yeah.
Like, half of these, like, people get canceled or anything that happens. And it's like, because we have phones. Like, if there used to be a rumor, you'd either have to tell your friend, like, when you saw them or if you called their home phone number and they happened to be home.
Right.
But these days, you just text it.
And it goes everywhere. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we didn't know about other people. A lot. And that was okay. And you sure
Okay.
didn't know about any of the presidents or anything. You just knew what you saw or read. And generally it was that they were a great person.
No, something about that sounds so incredibly peaceful to me.
Well, it's got to be peaceful. But boy, if you were, I mean, if you had FOMO, I guess it wouldn't be like you have FOMO now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
And
like,
if you had FOMO, it'd be like you didn't get the hard invitation in the mail or whatever. But you really didn't know about it until
Yeah, you
someone
wouldn't
happened
see,
to
like,
mention
people's
it to you. Yeah.
and-
you know how,
Are
like,
you-
when you're sitting at home, you know, the other day you said, I just want to be included. Like, you know how it's what happened to me in college sometimes? I'd be on Instagram and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, those girls went out together. I would literally have
You
never
would
known
never
that.
know, yeah. Also,
Oh, yeah.
imagine blacking out. Like, you don't have videos of yourself, like, passed out on the floor. Like, it just didn't happen
Didn't
unless
even
people
happen.
saw it.
Well, we
And
did
nobody
have,
knew.
We had cameras, and we get them developed.
But what would you do?
Yeah,
Mail
but
the
you didn't, like,
photos?
did
Yes,
you-
I got a whole bunch of pictures mailed to me when I was
But
in
did
Paris
you
one
bring
time.
out a camera with you every time you went out? Like, no, you wouldn't press
No, but
record
we
with
would-
a big, giant video camera.
No, but those little Instamatic, like the ones that you buy that you can the throwaway cameras.
Yeah, but it's so different. Like, these days, right now, I could put up the video of you taking the shot glass.
Right, and you could actually make that look really bad, like mom's drinking on Tuesday morning. She's an alcoholic.
And they absolutely will do that.
Yeah.
A lot of things lack so much context.
All of them do, yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be, so then some people said like drink and not get hungover or leave work.
That drink and not get hungover means, I mean, I could drink a lot more when I was younger. I can have one glass and feel like crap today.
Yeah, that's not a time thing. That's just like
age.
a back in the day thing.
No, that's just an age thing. When I was, when I was 20, I could drink, you know, 10 martinis and be fine. Now I can have one.
It has nothing to do with the times.
Right.
Okay, but I like this one. Leave work and not email someone like you used to, because you would never have email on your phone and you wouldn't dare take a laptop home. Those didn't exist.
And you weren't getting text about it, I don't think. I mean, I think I had a cell phone when I had Michael. Did I?
31 years ago. I don't know. Did you have a cell phone?
I can't remember.
What age did
I don't even know. I would go home, but I never heard anything about work. So when I went back the next day, anything that went on, because they worked really late, I would hear about it when I got there.
Wait, what age did I get a cell phone? 6th grade? No, 8th grade. I got a Motorola flip phone.
I think you were more than, no. I think you were younger than, you may have maybe in 7th or 6th. I gave Michael his in 5th grade because he was playing golf.
Michael's my brother.
Yeah, and I needed him to call me when he was through playing golf so I didn't have to sit there for 3 hours and wait on him.
See, double standards.
No, I think you got yours probably in 6th or 7th grade.
How old do you think kids are today getting phones? Like,
oh, in elementary school for sure.
So crazy.
Earlier,
to think about.
like I got mine in like 5th grade. I bet you people are getting theirs in like at least 1st grade at this point.
Yeah, that's so bizarre.
But like parents, I feel like think of it as like an emergency type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, like I did. I mean, I was like, just call me when you have this or whatever.
But these days, I think kids like Uber too.
I would never stick you in an Uber at that age.
Yeah, I know, but I think people do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. All right. You used to spank me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I pinched you. I never spanked you.
You spanked me.
I spanked you like that sometimes.
Do you think spanking's bad?
No, but I don't think it's. I think it's like.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
That's
but
good.
You did. Yeah, she's like, I don't know.
I don't know what to say on this because I'm not going to get in trouble. But
my tongue's tied.
yeah.
No. You
I do think that it does set a precedence of follow the directive, the orders, the rules that we set.
What do you think Will Smith said? I'm kidding. Just setting you up over there for loser responses. No.
What?
Like you can't win answering that. I'm messing. Like if you answer those questions, I feel like you'll text me at 4 a.m. and be like, I don't like my answer.
Okay, you're probably right.
Yeah. So I think I was joking with the Will Smith thing.
Okay, that's good.
But I do think you definitely washed my mouth out with soap.
I did that one time.
Because I said a butt plug. Remember?
Butt plug.
Remember I said it in 5th grade.
You probably got it from your brother. It was a terrible thing to say, coming out of a girl's mouth, butt plug. I think you called somebody a butt plug.
I did in 5th grade. I didn't know what it meant, and I was like, well, you're just a butt plug. And then I got called to the principal's office, and they were like, do you know why you're here? And I'm like, for the life of me, I can't figure out why I could possibly be here. And she's like, do you know what butt plug means? And I'm like a drain? Like, I don't know. My brother said it somewhere. Then she's like, well, you can ask your mother what it means. So I don't even think you were that mad at me. I think you were just like, she doesn't get it. And then I was like, what's a butt plug? And you were like,
I think I heard you call someone a butt plug is why I did it.
What?
I feel like I heard you call someone a butt plug. Maybe you came home and said, what's a butt plug? I'm sure I didn't go wash your mouth out for asking me what a butt plug was.
The principal called you. So then you had to wash my mouth out. I called Katie Edge a butt plug. I remember.
Did you tell her what a butt plug was?
Katie doesn't care.
Did I tell you what a butt plug was?
Yeah, it's still ingrained into my head.
What did I say?
It's when a male private part plugs the butt.
Okay, I never said that because I didn't know that's what a butt plug was.
Mom, you can't log onto your Apple TV. You definitely said that and don't remember. You also don't remember spanking me.
I never spanked you.
Okay.
I know that your dad spanked you one time.
With a belt.
Yeah, to make a point. I remember what your point was. I remember what your brother's point was. He did it one time. And I'm telling you what, you guys weren't scared of Joe the other day. The kids were so scared of the belt. I just had to say it. And I was thinking to myself, no, I don't think you even spanked him that hard. I think you were so traumatized that you did that.
You said it's usually harder on the spanker, the parent.
Oh, I was like, you barely tapped him.
But is it hard to spank your kids?
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching him like, he just won't be able to do it.
It's funny though because I feel like you remember my childhood completely different than I do.
I know, it's weird.
Why is that?
I don't know, but I don't think Joe remembered when your brother texted the other day. He goes, yeah, I remember fake crying. When you spanked me.
Michael said he fake cried? Well, if we fake cried, you guys thought it hurt worse and we were probably done.
Yeah, and Joe was like, no, you were so afraid of the belt.
How many people do you think are going to DM and be like, here's some spanking information and why you shouldn't do it?
Yeah. That was really just to set the precedence, I think. And I didn't spank you, Alex. I pinched you a few times, which was more traumatic on me than you because you embarrassed me so bad. And I got a DM that said, pinching is part of parenting.
Well, if it was DM to you, then let me tell you, it is basically a law.
Yeah, it is.
But after this episode, you're going to have so many DMs that are going to be like, spanking is fine, spanking is not fine.
I know.
Like, people have these, I don't have a dog in the fight. I am not a parent, but I don't see the problem with a loving little spank.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. No, I think a loving little spank, like a little swat on the booty like that.
Yeah, like, listen to me. You got licks in
high school.
High school. What's a lick?
It's like a paddle with holes in it.
So you got
a wooden paddle.
You got paddled, not spanked.
And actually, it was 8th grade.
I heard that teachers used to do it too.
Yeah, it was from the I had a choice. It would be, not from my parents. Are you kidding? It was a choice between the principal and the algebra teacher. And the algebra teacher was known for giving really hard licks. And I got licks for freaking laughing in class. I couldn't stop laughing.
Wait, they would say, like, okay, Kim.
They were like, out in the hall. Because I couldn't stop laughing. So I had to go out in the hall, and then he was like, okay, here's your choice. You got to go to the principal's office, and you can get licks from me or him. And then so I got licks from the principal, who wore a pink suit, so that ought to tell you about him.
Wait, why do they call it licks and not getting paddled?
I don't know. They were just licked because they hurt like hell.
But did you cry? I would literally cry if the principal or any teacher just whacked me. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's child abuse.
No, that is. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You got licks?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so could your parents ever step in, though, and say, like, you can't give licks to my child?
Yeah, then I'd have to go home for 3 days. I'd have to be expelled for 3 days if I didn't get licks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That was for laughing. I should have done something really bad.
Yeah, if you're going to get licks, I'd be like, let me give you something to give me a lick
I wasn't like
for.
high at a basketball game or a football game or anything. It was for laughing in class, and I couldn't stop.
Did you ever go high to a basketball or football game? That was kind of an odd.
No, I'm just saying. Well,
Oddly
I'm thinking,
specific.
It's like oddly like you
I
want
was
to
just
get
thinking
something
about the
out.
high school I went to and how like my sister was a cheerleader and would show up kind of intoxicated sometimes and never got caught.
Did you ever show up anywhere? What'd you do wrong? Let's not call out your sisters. Let's call out you. What'd you do? I said butt plug. What was yours?
I don't think I had anything.
You never did anything?
No, I probably did. But I pretty much just, watched my sisters. I was the third child.
So you could do what you wanted.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Some would say.
Wait, so did you actually get your mouth washed out with soap?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember doing it, but I really don't remember telling you that's what a butt plug was, first of all, because I'm pretty sure I would have never traumatized you with that information.
It's ingrained into my head.
I'm pretty sure someone in school told you that. It was not me.
Do you know what a butt plug is?
Well, I don't know. I've never even thought about like what a butt plug is. I mean, that's just a saying people have said for 100 years in Oklahoma.
I know. I didn't think I said anything that bad, but apparently I did.
Yeah. So I did not. I mean, is that what a butt plug is?
Well, you should ask Joey and Pat to come in here and explain
to us a butt plug.
Yeah, but I don't think so. A butt plug back when you were how old, which would have been in 1999, may not be the same thing as a butt plug in 2022.
Well, there could be an urban dictionary definition of it. Let me see. It just says is a sex toy that is designed to be inserted to the rectum for sexual pleasure. That's not how I meant it. I didn't know what it was. I just heard my brother call something. I don't know who he was calling that.
It was probably because they used to have boys would have potty conversations on the way home, and anything that had to do with pottying and your butt and pooping or anything they talked about. Okay, so we need to move on from the butt plug and talk about more of the things that we got to do when we were younger that you all didn't get to do. We could drink and drive. We could have we could have open container in the car.
We could drink and drive. We could have you guys could do it. The things I have dry skin on my nose. The things you guys could do were incredible. Like, couldn't you just pretty much do whatever? Like, you could walk into a bar and then you could just take the bottle to go with you. Like, I feel like that.
I don't know about the bottle, but
running around.
We were just kind of running around, and we were all drinking and driving, which was bad.
It's terrible. Has that changed?
Yeah.
I mean, no, sorry. That's like, that was so brain dead of me.
I really am still drinking and driving. No, are you kidding? It's like totally not okay.
No. It's completely
I think
not
everyone
okay.
in my generation is like, God, there's a reason I'm still here.
Really? Wait, but
I have a lot of friends who say that.
But here's the thing. If we were able to drink and drive today.
It'd be oh my God, the death rate, the accident mortality rate would be terrible.
But that's what I'm saying. What's so different about it not...
Well, that's probably why they passed laws where you couldn't drink and drive.
But you all could drink and drive. Was the mortality rate off the charts?
Well, I just saw we're in Oklahoma, or went up like 1,000 deaths in a year. But then as the...
No, if we could drink and drive today, it would be mayhem.
Oh, definitely would.
But you guys were still 21-year-olds back in the day driving. Like,
I feel like we didn't drink like you guys.
That might be it. Maybe that's it. But like, you still operated motor vehicles on a street going 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just imagining like car wrecks everywhere. It sounds terrible.
No, there really wasn't. I don't know.
So
must have been a lot. We weren't texting. I swear, I think texting's worse than drinking and driving.
That is.
And actually, they say being really tired, which is another thing you guys do, is worse than drinking and driving.
Yeah. It's crazy, though, how...
I mean, being hammered and driving is one thing. Having one cocktail and driving is another. It's still how it affects you.
Because today, isn't the tolerance is 0? Like, I know.
Oh, I don't know. It used to be like 0.3, and then it was 0.1. I don't know. Like
California, I know, is a 0 tolerance
for drinking. I think it is in Oklahoma, too.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere. I think they're getting to the 0. Like, you can't even have half a glass of wine and then drink.
Yeah,
drive.
Because if you do that blow test or whatever it is, it can show it. But so can mouthwash.
Yeah, no, mouthwash can show it. Kombucha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is some of the other stuff people said?
Okay, they said, say what's on your mind.
Yeah, you used to be able to say what's on your mind.
You used to be able to say whatever, and there wasn't social media. Like,
it's not even social media. It's like all of the politically correct things. Now, if you say anything, you can be canceled.
Heck yeah, you can be canceled.
And it's ridiculous because a lot of, that first of all, some people don't know. Second of all, it's the area that you're in, the region that you live in, that some things are politically correct and they're not in other places.
I feel like people are, I feel like it's down to location. There's confirmation bias. Social media, I think, has a big part of it because information can get out quicker.
Yeah.
So you're consuming more. But people are just more mad, too.
People are more mad. Everything makes them mad.
Like, you don't think like I do. And then they're like, but you. And it's like, ah.
Yeah, if you don't do how, and God, what a terrible place if we all thought the same way and did the same thing and had the same religion and had the same everything.
It'd be so boring.
Yeah.
Okay, you could also rent a library book.
Yes, you could.
And get the stamps on it. Remember that?
Do they not do that anymore?
I don't know. Somebody put that on here, and I thought, are we checking out books differently today? I haven't checked one out in a while.
Well, in high school and elementary school or middle school or whatever, you had to write your name in the back and the dates that you checked it out and brought it back. So you could see who checked out the book. I remember that.
I remember that. Oh my God. I used to like sign celebrities' names in my textbook so that like when the next person opened it, they'd think that like a celebrity had their textbook.
Okay, that's actually funny.
That is funny. That would not work in Oklahoma, but where you live, that probably could. Yeah.
No, I think it's cute.
Well,
though.
there
cute.
were like Anne Hathaway went to my middle school, so I would sign like her name.
That's
Oh my
okay. Wait,
gosh.
speaking of Anne Hathaway, have you seen We Crashed, the WeWork documentary?
No, not yet. I want to watch it. Did you watch it?
Yes, she's in it and she plays the wife. It's a really good documentary.
I've
It's
heard
not,
that.
or it's not a documentary. I'm sorry. What is that? It's based
A
on true.
miniseries.
A miniseries
Based on true stories.
You loved it. She loves to say it when I say it. It's fun, isn't it? Fun for us to talk at the same time.
Oh my Lord. Okay, say it.
No. It's
No, you
cute.
go ahead. You just say it.
So you were just
go
doing
ahead.
it.
Just say it.
She's doing it to me.
I think you're talking over me.
The good news is, and this happened last time. Luckily, we're recording.
Okay.
So we can find out, who it is and who was the culprit last time. Emily sent through the clips. Who was doing the interrupting?
Well, me, but you didn't send the pre-clip. So there's times when you are interrupting me, like I think Emily was right on. You were right on. I wasn't finished with a thought.
And then something like this happens, and you're like, oh, I didn't get to finish it.
No, yeah, and not finished. Like if I stop for half a second, there you go, and I'm like, I wasn't through talking, so I just
Keeps
vomit out the rest of it.
No, I think it's cute, Mom. Mom, I really enjoyed.
No, you don't.
There we go again. There it was.
You were changing the subject. You say something and then you change the subject. So let me interject in between. Take a breath.
I couldn't be right if it was like 2 + 2 is 4, and then Kim thought it was 5. I would have to sit here and listen to how it actually is 5.
That is not true.
I was just about to say, contrary to this conversation, I really enjoy, as I was telling Peepaw this morning on the phone, I love doing this podcast with you, and I like hanging out with you in New York. Like, a small tangent, but it's been about 7 months now, and I'm like, this is pretty freaking cool, Mom.
Oh, it's very cool.
Like, we live up here. We can go do anything we want that's in New York. We get to come on here and talk about stuff. I'm having fun. Are you?
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun.
After my little reset. Okay, another one is miss a call but still have your phone. Like back in the day, if you missed a phone call, like today, if you miss a phone call and then you do an Insta story, people are like, she has her phone, but she doesn't call me back. But back in the day, if you missed a call, it was like,
nobody knew.
Hello.
Okay, so we have Pat and Joey entering the chat.
So Kim at the time thought that she explained to me why I wasn't allowed to say the word butt plug and what it meant. But we think times have maybe changed. Maybe it means something different.
Well, first of all, Kim, you know what a butt plug is, girl, all right? You're playing coy, and we're going to cut right to the middle of it. I think we all know what it is here. Joey actually has one inside of him right now.
I'm wearing one. It's actually remote controlled that I like to keep on at all times, just in case I'm going to zap myself. Now, butt plugs come in all different forms, different sizes, different textures.
Colors.
The one I have is a black one that has a remote control on it, so I can buzz myself anytime needed. Have you ever had a vibrating panty, Kim?
No, I have never had a vibrating panty.
Okay,
Can't lie under oath.
They sell them.
Vibrating panties?
Now, that's something you'd like to explore on this show, correct?
Well, what happens
is.
the trick is it's something to kind of break up the monotony of a marriage, and so a woman will wear the vibrating panty. Or the vibrating butt plug in the gay community. You'll wear the butt plug. Go out to a nice restaurant. You're at per se. Okay, the second course just came.
We're painting a picture right now.
Okay.
Just came. You're doing the oysters and pearls.
And you're getting tired.
And then all of a sudden the husband or whoever the dominant is in the situation will give you a little zap, let you know he's thinking about you. And then you're in the nice restaurant, no one knows, and you're sitting there all of a sudden going, woo. But that's the technology today.
Wow.
And now the shape of the butt plug is going to be like a cone.
Okay.
So it's going to be
a bulbous cone.
There's really no way to
It
describe it. It's a
kind
cone.
of looks like a beauty blender, the one that you have.
looks like
Like a beauty blender.
The only reason I know that, I swear to God, is because Joey and Pat have one.
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't actually have one in you right now, do you?
No.
No, I don't have it in me.
Oh.
We
But
do.
you
We
could.
have one in the office. I can't find it though.
I think Billy Football.
And
Somebody
Billy Football
stole
might have
it.
Billy
taken
Football
it.
had a guilty look on his face.
He's like looking around, like trying to help us. Like, go, that's suspicious.
it under here?
He's the type of guy that
Yeah.
will help you look for something that he knows he stole.
Absolutely.
Wait, can you put this in layman's terms? So the butt plug is something you put in your butt to feel pleasure?
Correct.
Yes, pleasure. You're not. This is not something like a dildo you would put in and out and do a penetration style. This is just it just sits there, just to plug you up. I don't know what are you supposed to do with it actually.
I think you
You're
just
supposed
put it in.
But if it doesn't vibrate, it's just a regular butt plug. What is the point of it? No, I know some of them have tails attached to it, similar to this, Kim. So if you're playing puppy play,
If you're doing,
doing
puppy play.
What's
If
puppy
you're-
play?
Yeah, if you're doing pup play, it'll go in and it's a tail and it's like a thing coming out of your ass and it's literally like an animal.
like a-
Gay
like a-
people
like
are
a
very
dog's
weird.
tail.
Very, very
What would be the
weird.
point of that?
Oh, it's like
Sensation.
That's yet to be
Sensation.
seen. Sensation.
Oh, good job, Mom.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Domination.
Is that true? Is it sensation and domination?
I think so. In some circles.
Can
In some circle.
wait?
Are you ladies drinking in here?
Yes, I was just about to say, have you guys ever done a blowjob shot?
What the
Yeah, of
heck
course
is
I
that?
have.
Oh,
Oh my God. It's a shot you have to do behind your back and go like this.
I think they should do one.
There she is. There she is. Oh, Lord.
Well, I dropped it when I put it down.
Yeah, sure. I'll try one.
How many calories are this Mamitas?
Oh, 95, but you're only getting about four in there.
Tell them about the whole Mamitas.
The whole Mamitas. So it's a 95,
That's a big one.
95 calories. No, it's the same. I measured it. It's the same.
It's just it's easier to put in your mouth.
Oh, it is?
But
Yeah.
I don't worry about you guys fitting things in your mouth. So
Hey, there she is.
95 calories, less than 2 grams of sugar, and less than
2 carbs.
2 carbs.
God damn.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little bit nervous.
It's not going to mess with my diet today.
No.
it's
No.
I wasn't drinking, but
We have to be in Las Vegas in 2
Oh,
days.
this isn't
Yeah.
enough to get you.
we're going to Vegas.
This is basically water.
You are?
Oh, got one. Okay, yep. Wow.
I am impressed. Woo! That was a good job.
good.
Isn't that good?
That's actually really good.
Ask them
Yeah.
if they remember their 21st.
Do you remember your...
Mango. No, I'm allergic to mango. Should I? No, I'm good. That was actually
my
delicious. You're
gosh.
choking? Joey pretends he doesn't drink.
I haven't ever done this before.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
Okay, do y'all remember your 21st birthdays?
I do. I was actually in Vegas for my 21st birthday,
was
and I haven't been
mine.
back, and then we're going next week.
You haven't been back since your 21st birthday?
No.
It may be a
gosh.
New
No
Vegas.
point.
Yeah, it's
I
all
think
new.
it's going to be all new. We're
It's all digitalized now.
digi-
My 21st birthday, I went to my local bar that I've been sneaking into since I was 18. You know what I mean? I went to like the town bar in the middle of town. We got bombs. My mom dropped us off, picked us back up because we weren't going to drive. Obviously, they didn't have Uber back in the 90s. So, yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
Well, everything
Pretty
was more simple
straightforward.
back then.
Wait, one more question. What's one thing that that there used to have back in the day that we don't have today that you miss? Like smoking on an airplane.
Well,
If I had to say something.
If I had to say
Now,
it,
Emily,
the
you have to
plague,
cut
dear.
that. Something that what?
That you missed that you used to be able to do when you were younger that is not allowed now.
That used to be able to
Like
do.
we used to be able to smoke on airplanes when I was young.
Were you a smoker?
I was for a few years, yes.
A few years. Alex smokes. Did you know that?
No, Alex does not smoke.
No. Just driving that wedge. What do we think? What I used to do?
Like, what were you able to do?
My initial thing was
remember.
privacy. There's no privacy anymore, but that's not something you could do and couldn't. Go out without a phone, like call people on a landline.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
that
fun.
sort of thing. Like go out and not. Like I'm addicted to my phone.
Yeah,
Like,
I think we all are addicted.
Going out and just not worrying about anything. Making a plan and sticking with it. I'll
you
meet you
couldn't-
here at this time instead of fucking, excuse my language, instead of 1,000 lead up texts. Are you here? Are you here? I'm walking out of the house. I'm going down the stairs. I'm doing this. I'm doing
Yeah.
that. It's like just making a plan and sticking with it. These are all kind of intangible now that I think about it.
But that's that's
it's
the point.
so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when did you get a cell phone? How old were you?
I got towards the end of high school. I think my senior year of high school. I got a cell phone, and then I didn't have text.
Why?
I just didn't.
Didn't all the
text.
kids have it when they were 16?
Not really. Like a couple kids did. Like I remember a couple kids having it. I'm not.
How
It was
old
just
are you?
like I just didn't need it.
Yeah.
I'm 32. I just didn't need it.
What about you, Joey?
Oh, I got a I guess you're right. I guess we didn't have cell phones until what year did cell phones come out?
91?
I was like the
don't
last
know.
generation of
No.
kids to like
Not
experience no internet and also experience internet.
We
Yeah.
didn't have in high school. We didn't have cell phones. We had beepers.
Oh, yeah, I had a beeper.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you guys had pagers.
Yes,
Pagers,
like
yeah.
drug dealers. We had beepers. They didn't have cell phones back then. But then when cell phones they did have it, it was like a fucking suitcase, like and you keep it in the car,
Yeah.
and it's like a whole handle, like a big briefcase, and you'd open it up, and it was like a huge phone with like a whole pad, and you'd just put it in the console of your car and pick it up. It was a car phone.
Yeah.
What? That was
My dad had one of those.
It was called a car phone. And then the first cell phone to ever come out was the StarTech, which was the big.
Oh, yeah. The
Wasn't
flip
that
phone.
the flip phone?
A big flip phone.
Yeah, but it was big.
Not a small one.
big one.
My
with
dad
the
had
that
antenna.
that one. Yeah.
My dad had a
Yeah, with
big
the
ass
antenna.
Sprint with the thing that went down. You pulled the
Yeah.
antenna up.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, times have changed.
Yes, they have.
Okay. We're done.
All right.
Thanks
Well,
for
thank you,
explaining
guys.
butt plug.
Where'd you get that shirt from? I love that hoodie.
Russell Westbrook's brand.
Oh, I love it.
Well, Mom, I'm feeling pretty bad that I called Katie Edge a butt plug in 5th grade.
And you should.
Yeah, you look at the child you raised.
Oh, my God.
Okay, be honest. Be honest. Are you going to try the panties?
I know I'm going to buy some to send to some friends. That's for damn sure.
But you only live once. Why would you not try them?
Are you going to try the panties out?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, you can let us know.
And I knew if I tried them, that Kim would be like, I'm gonna try them. Because if here's the thing, if I try them, then you're gonna be like, well, I'm left out and I don't have any panties, so we're gonna have to include
I just want to
you.
be included.
I just want to be included in everything. Okay, so for our next,
Okay, wait. When I say that I want to be included, I mean I don't want to be included in like a FOMO way. I just want to be included like I just want my friends to love me and my kids to love me and my husband to love me.
Mom, you're one of the most loved people I know. Like
really,
we
Alex?
ooze with love for you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, hold on, we
Yeah,
lost
this-
a.
Did we have it on the screen before?
Have we ever had it on?
Was it on?
No.
I don't
Wait,
even
I took
know.
a photo. Let's see.
You know what? We don't even want it.
We don't want it. We don't need it.
We could be any show we wanted.
Yeah, you could.
We could just be.
We could put on a porn movie if we wanted. That'd be hysterical.
What has gotten into you?
Well,
I'm
that's
just
what we were just
kidding.
talking about.
No, I'm kidding. We could listen to Lisa. We could watch Lisa Ann, your new friend. You loved her.
I think she's retired.
I do think she
Because
is
that's
retired.
what her book's about. I noticed it on the desk there the other day.
Speaking of books, Mom, our next guest is a what?
Author.
And okay, I'm excited about her. I think she's going to be an electric interview, and we get to ask her about her 21st birthday. But we have Leah McSweeney on from The Real Housewives of New York, which somebody help us, but Kim just called what? RHONY. She said this most recent season's called RHONY, Real Housewives of New York. That's why we love you, Mom.
Another boomer move.
Another boomer move for the books. Okay, so originally, or she still is today, but she started out in 2004 as a fashion designer called Married to the Mob. It's streetwear, still around today. It's pretty baller stuff. I was just on the Instagram account. And then she transitioned to The Real Housewives of New York, and now she's an author. What's her second book? The Chaos Theory, which is about what, Mama? You've been reading it.
Finding meaning in a chaotic world.
Finding meaning in the madness, the chaos theory.
Finding meaning in the madness.
The chaos theory. Okay, Mom, and speaking of butt plugs, her tagline is what, Mom?
Sex positive and BS negative.
Would you say that's your tagline as well?
Yes.
I would think so.
Would it be yours?
It would be mine. And without further ado, Leah McSweeney. Welcome to 'Cause I Said So.
Thank you so much for having me here.
We're so excited that you're here. Do you ever say 'cause I said so to your daughter? You're like, do it 'cause I said so?
Oh, now I'm realizing that's why you named it this. No, I actually kind of don't. I'm more like, you're not going to go shopping anymore. So that's why you need to do it.
That's, yeah.
I blackmail her.
That's a good strategy.
It is. It works. It works really well.
Oh, good. Kim wants to ask you later if you read any parenting books, but it's just blackmail.
Well, I actually just bought one recently that's about parenting teen girls. And I'm getting into it, but I think I've been pretty good at it.
No,
You have. When reading the book, I was like, did you ever, like, having the issues with your mom, did you ever think, I'm going to start reading some books on how to parent?
I just kind of learned from her mistakes. And, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, I'm like, how do I raise a child who's not going to be a teenage delinquent drug addict? I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to let her stay out later than maybe I was let out. I'm not going to try to, cage her in.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being caged in a bit.
Do you get scared, though, when you let her stay out? Are you like, what is she doing?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
She's
but I have
14.
to. But I do trust her to a point, and she's pretty honest with me about things. She told me when she smoked pot, and, me and her dad talked to her. She knows that I have addiction issues. She told her to be very careful.
Yeah.
But what am I going to do? She's going to experiment. She's a teenager. This is what happens.
If she tried to pull a fast one on you, would you know?
Oh, yeah.
There's no trick she can pull. You're like, I did that.
There's literally nothing. I will know. I'll be like, 2 hits of acid, and maybe a little Special K. I'll know exactly what, 5 joints. I'll know. But honestly, I don't think she's gonna go down that road. I really don't. Because there's a lot of personality traits that addicts have and alcoholics have before they even start using, impulsivity and things like this. And she's just not like that. I mean, she's very thinks things over, and she's grounded, and she cares, grounded, not I grounded her, but she's a grounded individual. And she cares about doing well in school. I never cared about that.
Did you
She's
know?
motivated for all the right things.
What's that?
She's motivated for all the right things.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really is. She's a normal 14-year-old. It's really interesting. I'm like, wow, this is what a 14-year-old is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing this, I was at clubs. It's kind of sad. I'm like, wow, this is what I missed out on, actually. Yeah. It's a more innocent kind of adolescence.
Okay, you said that when you make her dinner, you love eating dinner together, but when you cook dinner, she enjoys it more?
Yeah.
How'd you pick up on that?
Well, because I guess for so long I didn't cook, and I had mob, and I was doing well, and we had a nanny, and I would get home at 7 p.m. and I wouldn't be able to cook dinner. I wouldn't even pick her up from school, which I changed all of that in 2017. I completely changed my life around. And even now, I've been cooking a lot more lately. Even since I wrote the book, I've been cooking more. And the other night, she was like, I'm like, do you want me to order or you want me to cook? And she's like, will you cook? And my friend's coming over, and her friend even loves my cooking. So I'm like,
awesome.
It's just she likes it. Mm-hmm. Who doesn't love a home cook? I love when my mom cooks.
Yeah.
But
just having that conversation around the table and while you're cooking
exactly
is pretty special.
Exactly. Test the pasta out. Is it al dente? But my mom used to make me test the spaghetti, and she's like, test this, So now Kiki does it. It's really cute.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It is sweet.
Okay, so you've come a long way from was it snorting crystal meth? Was that something that you did?
Yes.
Okay, that's my favorite analogy.
No, well, yes. Yesterday someone was like, how do you do that? And I'm like, you sniff it? And I'm like, it's so weird because you have to understand, back in the rave days, it didn't have this scary, now when I say it, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, crystal meth. It's kind of embarrassing, it was just a normal, it was as normal as doing coke. Now coke, it's not as stigmatized. It's more it's very dangerous, obviously, and the fentanyl and everything, it's horrible. But in the rave days, it was just like having a drink of wine. Like
Yeah.
it was that like common to do it.
So maybe since then it's kind of gone more man-made, more really bad, it seems to me, right? I don't know. Because you
I
hear
don't
about it,
know.
it really does have a bad stigma. But back then, obviously, it didn't.
It didn't. I mean, I think we were just also all nuts, and we wanted to stay up for 2 days straight and dance.
And that would help.
Yeah, and
that'll
that's
do it.
definitely the way you do it. Like,
But isn't that like one of the most addictive drugs? So to come out of that's huge.
I know.
Huge.
It's
Huge, yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm too vain. I was like, you know what? This is going to start fucking my looks up, and I think I need to stop. Honest, swear to God, that's why I stopped. I was like, I told my parents, like, because one day I looked at myself, I'm like, I look old. Like, I look like an old lady, and I'm so skinny. I'm like, I need to go to rehab. And then, of course, I stayed off crystal, but I continue to do everything else.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask you. So from snorting the crystal meth to
Yeah.
like you're an author, you're on
Yeah.
the Real Housewives of New York, like you're so established.
From
you're,
meth to Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo, but like you're a great
Well,
mother.
Yeah.
What were the wake up calls besides the looks?
Right. Besides the looks, of course, there was I had a spirit. Like I went from like doing these wild, crazy drugs to then like meeting Rob. That was a pivotal moment for me. So then I was just like drinking and like doing coke and whatever, like just that pretty much. And I thought that was a major graduation, which it was. Like it's a lot less dangerous to do all of that, in a lot of ways. But I'm an alcoholic too, so like the drinking became a problem. I can't drink normally. After one drink, I'm like drunk and I'm ready to go and I'm going to have 20 more and I don't know what's going to happen. So I was able to manage it though, until I wasn't. And when Kiki was 2 is when I got sober. And obviously I, slipped and I drank a few years ago. It's not ever, just for some people they stop and that's it. But for me, I had to go back and test it out. But I think having a child, because I was like, I've always wanted to be a mom. And I think like being like hungover and like not being present and just, I was like pretty depressed. Like I was very like at my bottom. Like this is not the kind of mother I want to be or person I want to be. And I think having my daughter made me realize that. But I had a spiritual intervention, which I talk about in the book. On a train coming home, I had a premonition of me dying and I wasn't going to make it to my birthday that year. And I saw like my family without me. Like I was looking above and I saw I saw my parents and my sister and brother and they were like hysterical. They were broken. Then I saw Rob and Kiki and they were like okay. Because like Kira was only 2, so she wouldn't be like, she would miss me, but she wouldn't be as, she wouldn't remember me. And Rob would take care of her. And I was like, and then I didn't drink for like a year. I went to AA, I got sober. Yeah, so it was really, I have to say it was, I don't know if it was just my most inner spirit talking to me or if it was like God, whatever it was out of my, like it wasn't me. I didn't make that choice. Something told me to stop and I was like, I'm stopping.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Pretty crazy.
So now you put up it was like maybe a TikTok or an Instagram video and you're like, my new hobby, like I meditate twice a day, I cook. What now do you channel all that energy? Because it has to go somewhere.
It has to go somewhere.
So now what are your favorite things to do?
So I'm on a new journey again. There's been like 10 journeys like since 2009 when I first got sober because it just continually changes. And like, about 90 days ago, I stopped smoking weed too. So now I'm reconnecting to God again. I just converted to Judaism, which is really cool, obviously, and that's been an ongoing thing for years. But I also am like really trying to manage my like anxiety and like mental health stuff with things like meditation, which I didn't do before. I was always like, oh, I'm taking a pill, which is fine. Medication, I'm on tons of medication and it works and you need it if you need it. But also it's important to do other things. It can't just be in a pill bottle, which is important, obviously, but meditation, prayer, cooking, working out, things that nourish your soul,
Yeah, a pill bottle can't fix everything. It can fix a lot, but
it can
can't
fix a lot, but not everything. Exactly.
Well, Alex has been how many days sober?
23.
Wow.
Thanks. No,
Wait, is this?
No, it's
No.
not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not even remotely.
Okay. It's
No.
like you just went dry for a little
Yes,
bit.
exactly.
Got it. It's good to do that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but I find myself, I'm like, well, I'm gonna just try gaming.
What?
Like playing
Somebody
video
told her
games.
because now you're not drinking, you're gonna start gaming.
Yeah.
No, somebody
'Cause I
told
can't
her that
cook.
gaming helps relax your mind after work.
What about, would you work out?
Yeah.
Yeah, like running, like, and
Workout's the best release I
it's
found.
the best.
Yes.
It's like the endorphins. Oh my God. They're
What do you
so
do?
good.
To look like this. What is it?
Please, come on. No, I've been I go to like 4 different trainers because I'm ADD, but I do hot yoga. I go to a place called The Fort. I go to this place called S10. I box with Martin. But in all my years of sobriety since I had gotten sober, I started ice skating as like an adult ice skater. I went to Bikram yoga for like 2 years. That's like the serious like 90-minute like shit.
Super
you
hot.
know? Yeah. I was also seeing like monks at a Hare Krishna temple. I know that's not working out, but I've done everything I can to distract my brain from like, reality, I guess.
You went and saw monks?
Yeah.
Well, did you live like a monk?
I didn't live like them. I talk about this in the book too because actually they're amazing. It's bhakti yoga. Like people call them Hare Krishnas because they say Hare Krishna Krishna, but it's a beautiful like religion. I mean, it's so cool. They give up all material. They have no material attachment. That's like the main goal. So living in such a material world, obviously, and being in the fashion industry and now being on like a TV show and being in the entertainment industry, obviously there's so much like phoniness and materialism and everything that it's nice to incorporate things that are like the opposite to keep you balanced.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps, because you seem very real and grounded. What is it that keeps you real through it all?
I don't know. Someone was recently just saying to me that like, they'd met other people and that they were like pieces of shit to them and these people are like D-list celebrities like me, like they're like on reality shows. It's like, I just think that's whack. Like I just don't like, it's so much cooler to just like be yourself and be nice to people unless they really suck and they're assholes to you. But I just don't, like, I'm happy and in a good place, so I don't have to treat people like shit. Like people who treat people like shit, like only do that to make themselves feel better, so they're not feeling good to begin with. But I feel good.
Yeah, you seem like you feel great.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah, good. You've got good energy.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
you do have good energy.
I was crying earlier.
No,
I'm PMSing. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I tried it. I'm starting a new trick. Is I take 12.5 milligrams of Zoloft on top of my 125 that I take every day to help the PMS.
Does it work?
Supposedly there's studies. Today was my first day trying it. I will let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, circle back.
I'll circle back. Because I have PMDD.
What's that?
Premenstrual dysphoric disorder.
Okay.
Like you go batshit crazy. Like everything's wrong. Nothing feels good. Everything is you're irritated by everything. Literally every decision you made was wrong and you need to fix it. And in some instances you do need to fix things and like maybe you're just highly sensitive. You become like more sensitive and aware, but to a point that it drives you crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had that. There wasn't a name for it then.
It's
When I had it.
name.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some sort of sillier questions for you. We were going to ask these at the top, and then I think
Yeah, then
We
got
went
into it.
serious right away.
we
That's
went
okay.
right into
But
it.
we're asking these questions because it's our 21st episode, and we kind of ended up with these questions yesterday as we went through our.
I have questions for you guys.
Oh,
no, but
okay.
you go first.
Hopefully you don't have the same questions for us.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is, okay, Kim farted in a massage, which is awkward because
Thank
it's just
you.
you and the masseuse, so we all know it's you.
Right.
Have you ever farted like in a workout class where it's kind of up for discussion or like in a personal training session?
I honestly,
Airplanes?
that's my worst nightmare. No, in airplanes definitely, because it's like there's so many people. Like
That's
I'm
what
not
she said.
holding in my sorry, and also your stomach gets jacked on planes. Like I'm farting like crazy on a plane, and I don't care. I don't care.
Thank you.
Plus, I feel like sometimes most of the time I fart will not smell if I'm in the plane.
No way.
I swear to God, it's something about the altitude. I've smelled other people's and I'm like, oh, but mine really, and it's like you just have to like maybe put a coat over, so it's just, you know,
slowly air it out.
Exactly.
I'm not flying with you.
But
Yeah, because she might traumatize you.
but in a workout class, I haven't, even though it's a huge fear. But I keep my butthole pretty tight when I'm generally a tense person. Like it took me 3 hours to push my daughter out because I'm just holding on to, and I didn't want to shit on myself during labor. So
How can you control both of those? I don't know.
I did it. I did it. I didn't shit, and I was so happy.
Do people usually?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I didn't.
Oh,
Oh, that's
good.
good. And it was
That's
a
good.
vaginal. Okay, great. Well, me and you are the odd women out because most women shit during
That's
their-
off. That would be
I almost
awful.
said shit during sex because I'm thinking about the cameo that I did about
What?
Ramona. Oh
Yeah.
God, no, I can't.
Oh.
even.
No, I didn't.
That's why I just almost said that.
You can say it.
I'm not gonna say it again.
When she's drunk. Was that what it was?
It was a cameo. I just said, yeah, like I can't even. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to. You know, me and her are in a good place now.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you ever heard of, or what would be your definition if somebody said, "Please define the word butt plug"? What would you? How would you define that?
A butt plug is something you can put in your asshole. So while you're having sex and the dick is inside your vagina, it gives you more pleasure. Or it could be maybe stretching your butthole out for anal sex.
She knows exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
Wow, we had a really hard time.
I've
Did you think
never
it
heard
was
the
for not
second one.
farting during a massage.
That might be good. That might be good.
That's what you
That would be
need to check.
smart if it was. No, when I was in 5th grade, I called somebody that and I had to go to the principal's office. And so yesterday I was like, it's obviously like, the way it was described to me at the time was it's the male part that goes back and plugs the
Okay,
butt.
but to clarify, I did not tell you that.
Someone
God,
did,
that's wild.
But she knows the exact definition.
But it wasn't what you said.
Do you have one?
Oh, Alex.
I've had them, but I don't have.
Who does that?
Yeah, I've had them, but I don't have one right now. I haven't had sex in like a year, so there's no butt plugs in my drawer.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you?
And I didn't really love it. I used it like once or twice. I don't really like things in my ass.
That's a good point.
I don't.
That's fair.
Stick
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't.
No, why would you do you do anything you don't like? Like, why would you
Not
do something
really.
you don't like?
I mean, listen,
I
I,
think a lot of
had
people do.
a like boyfriend who like really liked it, and so I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try it, and like it was just like, oh, and then afterwards you're like your butthole just feels like things are gonna fall out of it. Like I'm like, oh my god, like squeezing my butt cheeks together, like, just yeah.
wow.
So I did. So I did. If you love the person, maybe you'll do things that
That's true. You might
That
be
is
open.
true, yeah.
to
Yeah,
more
you try to
things.
be open.
Okay, do you remember your 21st birthday?
Oh my god, yes, it was the fucking shit.
What was it?
So there was a club called Lotus
Okay.
on 14th Street between 9th and 10th. My friend, shout out Bill Spector, he's like one of the OG like party promoters, like New York nightlife guys. He had an amazing Wednesday night party at Lotus that everyone would go to. I'm saying every model, every rapper, every star, everybody. This was the place to be. And that's where I had my 21st birthday. And I had I think I had a cake with dick candles, maybe I'm
that's
imagining that.
so
There were balloons
funny.
everywhere. I still have photos from it. I was wearing a diamond choker
Uh-uh.
and a fucking white skirt with a white little halter top. Yeah, it was great.
You looked awesome.
Wait, so that sounds like, okay, so we're from Oklahoma. So we don't have these, like that to me sounds like what I would imagine a New York birthday party would be like.
Yeah.
So, okay, so for Kiki, like what is it like raising somebody in New York?
Well, first of all, I already told her I know everyone at every single nightclub still. So if you try to go to any of them, I'm gonna find out. So if you want to go, I'll take you.
That's nice.
Not while she's 14, obviously. Maybe when she's like 17. And also, her Sweet 16 is going to be so big because I've been thinking about it since the day since she was in utero. I was like, I cannot wait to throw this kid a Sweet 16. And of course, she's like, Mom, I don't want a Sweet 16. I'm like, no, I do, and we're having one. Like, and that's that. And she's like, it's about me. I'm like, but it's about me.
Yeah, but I had you.
I brought you here.
It's my
It's about
birthday. What would be your ideal Sweet 16?
Just renting out some sick like room at a hotel, maybe, like a hall, not like a room, like a hall. 'Cause
Right.
It's gonna be big.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you get cars here when you're 16?
No,
Not a
because
thing.
no one like really drives. Like not Manhattan kids. No.
So is there anything like 16 for them was pretty special because everyone got a car, but or a lot of
Yeah.
people get a car. But is 16 even a big deal?
Is that the party?
16 is a big no. Sweet 16s are pretty big here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean for like. It's not really a
celebratory.
Jewish thing because they have bat or bat mitzvahs. But like if you're not Jewish and my daughter's not Jewish, you get a Sweet 16. I didn't get one, of course, because I was like in rehab or something. But I remember going to my cousins and it was like so amazing. It's very like Italian, to do.
Yeah. Oh, are you Italian?
Mm-hmm.
You are Italian. That's why
But a lot of other nationalities have it, but it's a very big in the like Italian kind of culture.
That's why you were tasting pasta.
Of course.
Okay. If you and Kiki had a podcast together, what would it be about?
Oh my God. I hope we do one day.
I hope you do.
I really hope we do. We'll probably making fun of people because that's like all we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we make fun of a lot of people.
That you know or like celebrities? Doesn't matter.
Or people that you see
People
on the street.
Yeah, like no people on the street, like a lot of that. You
Yeah.
know, like she'll also like her favorite things to do, which is really funny because I used to love doing this too when I was younger. She goes and hangs out and then just fucks with people.
Like what?
Like she will just talk to weirdos. I sound like I'm like the worst parent because I let her do this. And she's like, Mom, today you don't understand. There was this drunk woman who came over to us and we were like messing with her because she was like telling us she was an actress and we really didn't believe her. And you know, whatever. Like they just fuck with people. Like I don't know. That's what her and her friends do.
Really? They just met. That's pretty cool though.
But we'd probably talk about. Yeah, my daughter's really interesting. Actually, she has a great sense of humor. So I think we would talk about fashion, maybe like what's cringe on TikTok and what we don't like, because she'll show me. I mean, some of these
Are
TikTok,
cringe.
It's so cringe,
Yeah.
and you feel bad for these kids because they're like putting these videos up of themselves doing these dances, and they can't even do the dance. That's if you do the dance well, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't have rhythm and you look like shit, it sucks.
It's entirely a different thing.
It's
at
totally
that
different,
point.
right?
Yeah.
Like you're like,
Or you're trying hard and it's not
it's
coming
just,
off.
it's
Yeah.
It's like, and then that video is there
Forever.
forever.
That's why it would be nice if you guys had a podcast together, though, because then you would have that forever.
I know, that would be nice.
You'd be proud of
yeah,
that,
I'll have
probably.
to bring this up to her today. And
Yeah,
see-
ask her.
maybe tell her in a couple of years we can start something.
Yeah, start a podcast. What about when she goes to college?
She doesn't want to do anything with me right now. You know, that she's at that stage where even though she did, we slept in bed last night together.
Oh,
Which
you
I always
did
love.
fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, but you're not cool right now?
No, we're cool.
Okay.
But
No,
she's
but
she's
you're not.
trying-
Like, mom's
I'm
not cool?
mom's not cool.
Okay.
Even though like she knows I am. Right. I mean, she knows I am. Her friends are like, your mom's so cool, so she knows. But she's like,
Doing her
I'm
thing.
still her mom,
Yeah.
you know. And she also wants to very much be like, I'm my own person. I'm not just Leah's daughter. I'm Kier, you know. And she always went by Kiki, and then this year it's Kier.
I like that.
So that's her. You know, I think
It's a
that's
very
her-
pretty name.
Thank you. It's her owning her own, you know, self. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you guys gave me the nickname Kiki, but I'm gonna now go by Kier, and that's my decision. I love that for her.
That's cool.
Very
yeah.
cool.
So she's strong-willed. She seems very like
She
secure.
is the most strong-willed person. I mean, she beats me down, and I'm strong, but I'm like, oh my god, like I can't take it. Like it's crazy. She's like, yeah. Today she was like, where's my iPad? I'm like, oh no. Last night, wait, this is funny. Last night she goes, Mom, I go, I need the charger because of course we have 5 chargers. I can only find one. I'm like, I need the charger. She's like, I'm charging my iPad for school tomorrow. I'm like, here, don't worry, I'll replug it in. And I was like on FaceTime with someone, so I was like messing around. I'm like, I never let you down, don't I? I never let you down. This morning, the iPad wasn't plugged in, and she goes, I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down. It's
Oh,
so
no.
funny.
And you're like, oh, she's pretty.
It was great. It was so funny. Oh my gosh,
Do you
she makes
ever
me
wonder
laugh.
in your head like who raised you? But you're like, I know that's me.
Oh,
Like,
it's me.
oh.
Oh, it's so yeah.
Yeah, you're like
She's like smarter than me and than I was when I was her age. Yeah, she's like half me and half her dad, but
So,
also just.
Do you
better
learn a
than
lot
us.
from her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Beyond like so much, and I learned about myself through her.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So what's your favorite part of it all? Is it being a mom? Is it being an author, fashion designer, like, or is it
Being
all
a-
of it?
Being a mom.
Being a mom, like
Yeah.
outweighs it all exponentially.
I could trade it all that other stuff for just being a mom. That's the
That's sweet.
absolute best, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Oh, yeah.
I don't need anything else but my daughter. I mean, really, that's how I feel. Like I could move up to a farm, or you could put me anywhere as long as I have my daughter. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You'll figure that out one day soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared of when she goes away to college. I'm like, NYU, Columbia, get your grades up, honey, because you're staying in the city.
Does she want to stay in the city, or does she even talk about it yet?
She doesn't really talk about it. She's like, NYU is so hard to get into. I'm like, well,
But you can do
you
it.
need to go
Yeah.
because I'm not leaving. You're not leaving me.
So there.
there.
Okay, do you have any final thoughts, questions That went by really fast.
No, I think you covered a lot of them because I was going to ask all the ones about the parenting and about meals
Did you
and
guys
all that.
always get along?
Pretty much.
That's great.
I mean,
are
now
you an
when she
only
would-
child?
I have a son who's 31 and
Okay.
Alex is 28.
People
Okay.
keep asking if I'm the only child.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
have to
go-
work on what that.
Well, you're
like,
the only daughter.
Only
though.
daughter.
That's
So
right, I'm the only daughter.
That's like makes things less complicated because like me and my sister and mom have a weird love triangle that is like not good most
Yeah.
of the time. It's like,
Your sister's so cute.
isn't
She is so
Yeah,
cute.
she
yeah. And my mom's coming with me on book tour, which is funny. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. My bad.
Okay, so tell people maybe in one sentence about your book.
Even if you think you're a hot mess, I promise, like it's all going somewhere and you will find, you know what? Be chaotic, be crazy, flap your wings, be loud, cause a hurricane because you only live once. That's my book.
I like that. That's my book.
That's my
And
fucking
it's
book.
a cute ass cover.
Yeah.
No, it
Thank
is.
you.
And it's a great read. I mean, for anyone,
Thank
even
you
if you're
so
not a hot ass mess, it's
Thank
really good to read.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, because I'm not. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a
'Cause
lot
I'm
of good
not.
stuff in there.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot
I'm
of
not a
good
hot
stuff.
mess anymore most of the time. So, yes, it's for everybody.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome though that it's forever. And it's a memoir,
It's a memoir.
but has some.
you got to read it, girl.
Yeah,
I know,
Alex,
I-
you would really like it. It's really
You
good.
are going to like it.
You
I'm
will.
excited to read it.
You're gonna
I'll read it.
love it.
Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll read it with the people because this comes out tomorrow.
It
So-
comes out next week.
Oh, I mean, this episode comes out tomorrow.
Oh, my bad.
No. I was gonna say cut it, but leave it in. Leave it in.
Leave it in.
Be a hot mess. Remember, it's
Just
part
read
of it.
it. Read it whenever. Just
Get
read
the
it.
damn book, okay? We'll put it all over our Instagram because it obviously matches the
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
being
Leah.
here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, I love her, Mom.
I love her too. She's beautiful. She seems very smart. And she's very personable, and she seemed really grounded.
Yeah, she was just, it was like talking
Very
to a
easy,
friend.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're halfway through the book. You'll probably be done with it by tomorrow.
Yeah.
By the time this airs. I'm going to start reading it tonight, but I want to read it with the 'Cause I Said So people. So we'll do a little book club.
That'll be fun.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And guys, I said it was going to be one of my favorite episodes, and it is, because at one point we were laughing so hard we were crying because you were in your massage.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, until next week, we love you all.
Have a good week.
Like, comment, subscribe, send this to your mom.
Yep. See you next time.